Okay, right here in front of me, I have the 2021 Cirrus 820. I really like the color scheme on this one. It's got the grayish color to the aluminum on the top, and then your sidewalls as well. And I like the black and red accents. That's a particular favorite of mine. You don't see that very often. I'm not sure that color scheme is even available anymore. Coming right out here to the front, you can see I got another 820 right here next to it, and this is what I was talking about for your battery compartment. So right here, that diamond plated box, that's where your batteries and your inverter are going to be stored. So you got to have it off the truck to be able to get to it, really. But personally, I think that that's still easier than having to take cabinetry apart, put it all back together just to be able to get to your batteries like you have to in the new ones here. So I'll give you a little bit of a up close look at your batteries and inverter box here. It is locked, has a key to it as well. So you can see there's room here for 2 batteries. And then the 1200 watt inverter that has surge up to 2400 watts. So that's very handy. Inverter is always useful when you're boondocking. In case you're not familiar with what that does, it actually takes power from your batteries and turns it into 120 volt AC power. So you can use your residential appliances, coffee maker, hair dryer, any of that stuff you plug in at home, you'll be able to use inside of here when the inverter is turned on. Coming around the side here just a little bit, and these are pretty close together, but you can see they've got the same heavy duty Ryco Titan jacks. I'm gonna squeeze in here just a little bit. Some exterior 120 volt power. There's your Aldi vent right there, and then a little bit of storage right here on the side as well. So this is the ladder that they used to use. It folds up and out of the way. Just for comparison, here's the new one, which requires a much higher step to get up onto that first step. This is actually going to come all the way down past the bumper to make it a little bit easier for you to get up and down. Not sure why they went away from that. I mean, the black one, the new ones are a little bit more aesthetically pleasing, but these are certainly more functional, which when it comes to camping, that's what I go for. We'll stay outside here for a second before we go in. These are called Seaflow doors. That's the name of the company that makes them. They are all waterproof, so when they're closed, nothing's going to be getting down in there. So you have a nice big storage cabinet here. A little bit of a smaller one right here. And then down here is where your sewage dumps valves are going to be, your black tank flush, city water hookup, and then the Nautilus system here too takes all the guesswork out of, you know, open and closing valves so you can winterize, dry camp. It's all right there for you on the chart, exactly the way that you want to camp. You set those little knobs to the way that they are on the display, and the rest is going to take care of it for you. Take care of itself for you, that is. Excuse me. Coming back over here, here's where your shore power plug is going to be. It is 30 amp service. And then unlike the 620, you've got space here in the propane tank for 2 25-pound bottles. So that's plenty of propane to run not only your Aldi system, but also your cooktop as well. We'll go ahead and come back here to the front and head on inside. Oh, while we're still outside, there's your rear awning. That's one of the options I talked to you about. And then we'll step up here on the inside. So right off the bat here to your left, you got a nice, great big storage closet. This is where your Aldi refill is going to be as well for when you need to top off the hydronic fluid in there. That'll take care of it for you. More cabinetry here. We do have a backup monitor here that's going to come with it. New Camp sends that with them, and it will automatically, it should already be synced actually, but we can help you pair that and get that set up inside of your vehicle as well. Here's one of the other options, the microwave. This would just be a cabinet if you didn't have the microwave. Coming down below, your cooktop. Standard New Camp 2-burner cooktop. Very clean, like it's almost like it's never been used. There's your sink. You do have this backsplash material they don't use anymore, but it's kind of nice. It's plastic and it's really easy to clean if you have any splashing when you're washing dishes or cooking over here. And then of course the New Camp windows, which are my favorite windows in any RV, with the up and down the screen and then the blackout shade that latches in together. And then of course the great functionality of their windows I just really like. Double pane, open it as much as you want, turn the little knob. It's a little easier to do with 2 hands than 1. Here's the rest of your display panels. Your Aldi panel up here at the top that'll take care of your heating and your hot water. The old style New Camp display, this is the last year that they use that. It's going to show you your water levels, turn your lights on and off, all that good stuff. 12 volt USB and cigarette style plug, and then 120 power here as well. Over here to your dinette table, you got the classic Lagoon table. They're still using that. This space is a little bit redesigned on the new ones. They actually redid some of the way that the ducting goes through here. And then also they moved the batteries on the inside. So this is actually up higher, about 14 inches higher than what it's sitting right now, which in the new ones, if you're as tall as I am, I'm 6'5", that puts my head really close to this, which I'm not too crazy about. Still plenty of room, but I do like this style over the way that they have them now. And this actually is going to be a little bit deeper as far as the width of your seat. So if you're sleeping somebody else down here, they'll have a little bit more shoulder room to move around over here. And of course your Lagoon table is on the swivel, so lots of different settings and places that you can get it set up to however you need it. And then of course it does come off of that post if you just want to get it out of the way altogether, and then your tabletop will come down here to create the bed. It'll sit right here. Speaking of bed, here is your main bed. Right underneath it here you can see the Fully Sleep system I was talking about. It's a game changer for this kind of mattress. You would look at a mattress this thick and think, oh, maybe that's not going to be too comfortable. It really, really does change the way that this bed sleeps. And quite honestly, this is actually a really comfortable bed to be in, even with someone of my size. You do have some storage up here, through here. You've got reading lights back in the back on both sides right there. Those will have a blue dimmer function, and then also the fully on position as well. You've got the nice big skylight window that will open up and can be screened as well. Your wing windows here have the same functionality as well. Same screens too. Jensen stereo system. You can also plug anything HDMI or USB right into it and listen to your own devices. And the sound in these are actually really, really good too. This is another question that you had about the fridge, and I'm happy to report that it is a two-way fridge. So it's going to be automatic. Actually, it's three-way technically, but any fridge that can run off of shore power and propane, technically speaking, is three-way. So it's going to automatically detect it. If you're plugged into shore power, to use AC. If you are not wanting to run your propane, it can be on DC 12-volt power, or you can power it with the propane too if you'd like, it's nice to have the flexibility to do whatever suits your needs best. You have some freezer space here too, a little bit bigger than you see on other fridges of this size, which I like. Some little storage cubbies down here, step to help you get into bed. This is where the batteries would be underneath of here on the newer units, and like I said, it makes it very difficult to get in and out of. Below your galley, got some storage drawers, and then a nice big under sink storage space here as well. Lots of room under there. And then lastly, we'll come over here to the bathroom real quick. So it is a wet bath, of course. So you got shower right here, fold down sink, and then of course your toilet. Unlike the 620, this is a unit that has a black tank on it, so this is not a cassette toilet. You'll have more capacity than just the 5 gallons that the cassette offers you. Actually, plenty of space in here too, honestly. Even at my size, I fit in here very well. I love the 820 bathrooms. Then you have a screen on your main door as well, so you can leave the door open, close the screen. You get your fans going here. And you'll be moving just a ton of air. So if you wanted to have an AC installed, it would replace this fan here, but it is nice to know that you still got this fan directly above my head right here as well. So if you want to run the AC, you can. If you want to move just a ton of air, you get your windows open, close the screens, turn this fan on, and you'll be moving tons of volume of air. And then lastly, the great big window over here that is by the dinette is quite nice as well, with the 3 overhead storage cabins as well. If you want to see anything else a little bit closer, let me know, and look forward to hearing back from you. Bye-bye.